Ape City Issue 2 starts with a writer's introduction. The writer is at least aware how weird and different Ape City is. The cover depicts some of the ape mobsters, far more representative of the comic than the first issue's cover, and also calls back to the novel. We get a very well done recap of events, starting with Mongo. Had he known what was going to happen, Mongo would probably have kept his gig singing at Fats Palace, Europe's hottest nightclub. But then again, maybe he wouldn't. He's an adventurous sort, he is. On the road, he met up with a band of baboon assassins and a brazen guerrilla warrior named Rox. She allowed him to accompany her on her quest. Rox was on her way to the home of Dr. Benday, perhaps the most intelligent ape on the planet. His specialty is energy, a vital concern since the world's power plants are quickly malfunctioning with no one able to repair them. Flanagan is a teenage ape who lives in Dr. Benday's house. While wandering the countryside, he discovered an odd vehicle and pulled out a shining crystal from inside. The crystal was acting as a power source for an alien spaceship. Flanagan tried to show it to Dr. Benday, who was very busy at the time. The crystal was left at Benday's lab. As it turns out, the vehicle was a spaceship belonging to a group of humans known as the Vindicators. This heavily armed outfit seems intent on eliminating the ape race after they retrieve the crystal. The Baboonjas, which attacked Mongo, also have designs on the crystal. They are a mystical, mysterious group which are much more dangerous than they appear to be. Finally, Big Male's mob is also after Dr. Benday so that they can corner the energy market. When they find out about the crystal, they decide that they want that too. Issue 2 picks right up from where Issue 1 did. Dr. Benday has an idea. He blows a whistle. At first, nothing happens, but then we see the whistle was to call someone. Kung! Yeah, turns out Kung is kaiju-sized. Kung distracts the invaders, allowing our heroes to escape. We see the Baboonjas using magic Kirby Crackle. Dr. Benday explains to the others that Kung is a genetic experiment. He has the body of a monster, but the mind of a child. He calls Kung with the whistle again. Benday wonders about that crystal that the invaders wanted. Flanagan then tells the others about the crystal that he found. Back at the lab, the mobsters and Vindicators have engaged in a shootout with each other. The Vindicators retreat, leaving the mobsters to be brutally murdered by the Baboonjas. The Vindicators take pot shots at the Baboonjas from the bushes. Flanagan, meanwhile, shows the others to the spaceship. Inside is a woman. She has a weapon like the Vindicators, but doesn't fire, instead agreeing to hear what Benday has to say. The woman is Jo Taylor, daughter of Taylor from the original movie. Her telling of events follows the movie's plot, so contradicting the Vindicators' assertion that Taylor's mission was specifically to kill the apes. Jo's plan was to wipe out the ape population so humans could retake the Earth. That way, when Taylor reaches the planet in the future, he may make it out alive. She goes on to introduce the Vindicators. Mongo slips away from the group and he runs into Kung. Big and scary, but a peaceful being. Mongo thanks him for saving them. Rox and Flanagan go out to find Mongo while Benday stays behind to tell Jo the history of the Planet of the Apes. Issue number 2 improves a bit from the first. Now that the initial shock of this bizarre take has settled in, it's easier to accept what's going on here. The expansion of the characters is appreciated, and the goofy humor has been toned down significantly. Kung is another quite far-out concept for Planet of the Apes, but he fits in well. I like Jo so far. I always did wonder what Taylor's life had been like before the movie. The Vindicators get a lot of backstory. Maybe they become bigger characters in the following issues. The Baboonjas, oddly, don't really get too much expansion in this issue. Maybe in the future issues they'll be explained a little bit better. At the moment, they just feel kind of weird. The mobsters also just feel tacked on. I'm not a big fan of the ape mobsters. I'm kind of hoping the Baboonjas and Vindicators killed them off. Looking into this comic was just a curiosity to start with, but now I'm genuinely interested in seeing how things turn out. So yeah, that's it for Ape City issue 2. This was pretty interesting. This was definitely a bizarre take on Planet of the Apes, but I don't know. I kind of liked it. So yeah, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.